Hello, my name is Dr. Darlene Booth-Bell, and this video is provided to you from the Wall College of Business at Coastal Carolina University. This video is a part of our series called the Wall College Wire. And today, what I'll be doing is discussing with you some of the assistance programs that are available to help keep our small businesses healthy as we move through the COVID-19. Of course, we know that small businesses create a lot of jobs and opportunities, and the goal with these programs is to help our small businesses survive as we go through this economic perilous time. So there are a variety of resources that are available right now. This video is not intended to cover all of them, but the video is intended to at least get you started to look at the various things that may be available. So again, there's a lot of questions right now. So I'm going to do my best to kind of point you in the right direction. Our main goal is to just make sure that businesses remain viable during this time right now so that they can continue to be the economic engine that they are in our communities. So a couple things I'll start with. First of all, let's talk about the types of loans that are available. There are a variety of loans available right now for small businesses. Some of these are even forgivable loans, or as you could say, free money for certain types of expenses. Okay, so there's first something called the SBA Express Loan, and this loan is offered through any bank that would normally handle an SBA loan. So the express loans are something that you could pursue. There is something specifically called the Paycheck Protection Program loan, or the PPP loan. These are also managed and funded through banks. So you would want to go to a bank that you use for these types of lending services. You may have a bank that you already have a relationship with, or you may seek to find out which banks offer these loans. What you can do for this is you add up your payroll costs that you would normally have for a year, divide those by 12 so that you get your average monthly payroll. Once you get your average monthly payroll, you multiply it by 2.5, and that should get you to your eligible amount, okay? The government would like for small businesses to keep their employees on staff, okay? We want to maintain the expertise that you have on your staff. We want to maintain the expertise that your business has, so that when all of this has passed, your business remains viable. So part of that is maintaining payroll. For those who maintain their payroll throughout the virus, and there are some very specific rules that you'll need to look into for this, but these loans can also be forgivable. So the government may pardon a portion of that debt. If you leave your business open, before you make any decisions, make sure that you've discussed this at length with your banker so that you know what's best for your particular plan. There's the SBA Economic Injury Disaster Loan, or the EIDL. Now, these loans will be up to $2 million. The interest rate is set at 3.75% for our small businesses and 2.75% for nonprofits. These economic or EIDL loans are, again, something you can go directly to the SBA for and find a loan that fits your particular situation right now. There are also a variety of state or municipality funded bridge loans that are available. Should you be interested in that, you should be visiting your state small business administration. You should be visiting information on your local chamber of commerce or anyone that may have those types of information available to you. For those who want to apply for SBA resources, and I really think at this point that's going to be some of the bigger loans and most valuable loans for a lot of small businesses right now. I've put the website there. If you're viewing this video. You can pause it and write it down, or I will try to put the link down below. The SBI website is the place to go for these, specifically the COVID-19 relief section of that website. Make sure you go to the correct website. I cannot stress this enough. If you go and just Google or do an internet search on COVID-19 relief funds or SBA relief funds, it may take you to a copycat website or a website where you're not really sure what you're dealing with. So you want to make sure that you go to the correct website and not one that will steal your information. You want to use a trusted professional if you cannot do it yourself. And I would say, in having walked through the application a couple times already, some of these applications are doable yourself if you understand your financials and if you understand some just basic things about your business. If you're not going to do them yourself, I would suggest that you go to someone like an accountant or a business consultant that you know and trust. Beware of people who may call you on the telephone promising to fill the application out, or cold calls that you might get, emails that you might get. In this age of stealing of information, even stealing of EIN numbers of businesses, you want to be very careful about who you give this information to. So please don't respond to just random calls, random emails, soliciting your personal information to get you an SBA loan or other types of government funding because of this. We would hate for you to be a victim of something like that when you may already be finding yourself in a hardship. SBA does allow professionals to charge for your services to complete the application. So if you encounter someone who wants to charge you, that is not something that's out of the ordinary. However, be aware again of scams. If it's too cheap to be believable, it probably is too good to be true. So we want you to stay safe and again, not encounter identity theft or business identity theft because of the virus. Next, I want to talk about some other ideas that might help you during this time. The government is extending the April 15th tax deadline. So right now, a lot of businesses are finding themselves pressed for cash, pressed for liquidity. It may help you to conserve cash for a while because that deadline has been extended. Also, in the CARES Act, this was a big relief act that you may have heard about on the news or in the various newspapers. This is where you have individuals who qualify, will be receiving $1,200 checks, but there's also some other provisions that you may not have heard about. One of them is that individuals will be able to take penalty-free distributions from their IRA accounts or for their from their 401k accounts. So for a business owner that may have a 401k or another retirement fund, you may want to consider whether or not you need to take out a tax-free distribution, which would, well, penalty-free distribution, which could help you to keep your business afloat. Okay. Know that this is taxable income. You will still be taxed on this income, but you will not have the 10% penalty. So what the CARES Act is doing is allowing you to take this distribution without the 10% penalty. It will become a part of your income. So you want to be careful about whether or not you will want to take this because you will be taxed on it, but you might see it as a last resort if it is something that you can tap into. There are some provisions there for loan guidelines. Again, seek the information where your 401k or your retirement fund might be housed, because there's some increase in limits as to how much of a loan that you can take on those accounts right now as well. Some closing thoughts, a couple things. Firstly, if you are having any types of difficulty, communicate to your creditors. You know, call your utility company, call your leasing agent, your mortgage company if you're having problems, and try to figure out what they can help you do. Be very proactive with this and don't wait until you haven't made payments for a couple of months. Make sure that you're proactive if you're having problems. A lot of them will work for you, work with you during this time. If you use a payroll processing company, and the Paychex is one that I saw, there are others that are doing it. They have some things that they can also help you with. They have some programs where they can help you to access some of the SBA funds, but just reach out to those people and figure out how you can get help there. Again, the goal is to keep people on payroll, to maintain the expertise in your business, to also maintain any type of pay that people have so that they won't have to go for unemployment. So reach out to those. Um, from a business sense, immediately try to collect any payments that you might be due from your vendors. A lot of people will be experiencing hardships either now or later, and you don't want to be at the back of the line. If you're owed money and someone is able to pay you, you want to be on the front end of that. So be sure to seek amounts that you are hoping to get from your vendors. Reach out to them, talk to them, talk to your bank about other potential services. They may have overdraft protections. You may qualify for a line of credit, anything that can help you if you become cash strapped, and help you to maintain your business. Facebook is also providing some cash grants and some free advertising in kind to small businesses. I've put the website there. And then lastly, and most importantly, please practice safe practices in your business from a health standpoint for your employees. Remember, everyone's under a lot of, could be under a lot of stress right now, whether they are affected or not. And if you will practice safe hygienic efforts, follow the instructions given to us by the health department, by the various governors in the various states, and also your local officials. So thank you very much. Again, this has been brought to you by the Wall College Wire, which is a series of videos presented by Coastal Carolina and the Wall College of Business. Thank you.